wonderful day. How do you start your day? How do I start my day? Look at what I have here. Anyway, not that, it's this. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh yes, this is the life.
Yes. Oh,
come check out my new ride.
Look at that. Bro, you roll out first. Oh, that's a small car. Oh. Hi, Shankar.
Hi, man.
Oh, you look splendid.
Yeah, you know, you said to YOLO in life, so here I am. Oh my god, it's damn nice, man. This is actually my first ever Aston Martin experience.
Oh, okay, that's nice. If you have time, we can have a second one later.
Yes. Oh, of course got time. For an Aston, sure.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Porsche.
Guess you got away. Oh, damn nice, man.
Nice, right?
I need to work extra hard now.
Okay, let's go through the visitor thing. We pass this back to them. And oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabi.
Thank you.
Okay. Where did they go? Never mind, we just jalan.
You know, immediately tell yourself, right, fuck, I gotta work extra hard and go achieve all these dreams, right?
Oh my god. Lovely, lovely. Oh, I like that. The sound.
Right at the back, right? You can hear it, right?
Right, you still have that sound.
Right.
You can turn left. Because I used to turn right and then down there I turn left. But then they ruined the roads.
Yeah,
the road
construction going
yeah. Oh, I wish my car's leather is this color, man. Beautiful.
Nice, right?
That's why, if you buy this type of cars, right, never ever spec your leather in grey, black and all that. I mean, you don't have to... Yes.
Loud and obnoxious.
I mean,
and, you know, but it's nice, you know, it's classy.
You don't need to cross the line to obnoxious, like you want a yellow in it can go straight. You don't want a yellow interior leather with greens and all that. But this blue, I've always loved.
Nice.
I've always loved this blue. This kind of navy kind of blue is just beautiful. But stitchings, I would have picked white or silver stitching. Can go straight.
So it stands out more, right?
Yeah, my favorite spec for Aston would be the pearl white color that I have now, but this blue interior.
Oh my god!
What a sound! What a sound!
Oh my god, bro! It's like having an orgasm every single time I do it.
So Aston, if he buys one, remember to send the commission my way, huh? And then I'll spend all full of the commission to buy you drinks. Oh, look at that! Oh, they keep this tradition. Nice metal hinges for the visors. And oh, the build is just so nice. Yes, you have plastic parts now, but nonetheless, they are quality stuff. They don't sound hollow. You know, they don't sound hollow.
You're right.
Yeah, they don't sound hollow, so it's all right. The buttons, the knobs, There's still, oh, you get start stop now. What? Where is that button?
Oh.
No, bro!
You gotta try, right?
This one. Okay, off it.
You gotta try, right? Click every fucking button in there.
That's not how you disable start stop. By pressing the
It said
start
stop what? It's okay, I'm a noob.
There's a lot of buttons here, but they're kind of tiny. Okay, I'm not sure about the design of this whole thing.
Actually, this is also very Mercedes-ish, right?
Oh, this is Mercedes, definitely. I'm fine with that. It's just this layout to me is a bit... Oh, jalan. Okay, let's go.
Yep. At least I don't want the engine in this car lah. You know, you drive a supercar and then you want the engine at the traffic light, right?
Yeah, man. So nice. Oh, the interior is so plush, really.
It's damn nice, man.
Right. And the steering wheel, oh, what a beauty.
What a beauty, what a beauty.
You can adjust the suspension over here. Yeah, there's a lot of buttons. Actually, all these buttons, right, it will seem rather confusing when you first hop into the car, but I always like cars with a little bit of learning curve, and then after that, it's so easy because after you use the car just for, let's say, for 1 week, right, you would have known where every button is.
Right?
Yep. Oh, this is touch.
Where are we going to? Straight
You can go left. You can go left and left again. Go left lah. So I don't know where they are, but don't care lah, huh?
Are they waiting for someone?
So I think they call already. Okay, you keep right. Keep right. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, where are you guys? No, I mean I'm with Shankar, but where are you all? Oh, okay. We turned out, we said, where are you guys? So we try to chase you all. Okay, we'll turn back. Okay, we'll turn back. Okay. Bye bye. Pretending.
Yeah. We couldn't catch up with the Passat, you know.
Oh, I can guarantee you, on these Taman roads, right, the Passat suspension, you really cannot catch up with the car because it doesn't need to brake at speed bumps.
Yeah.
Okay, you slow down first.
Yeah.
So we make a turn into this condo right after this sign. Yeah, turn in.
Okay, sure.
So that's the way to turn back.
Oh, this is a good shortcut. Okay.
Yeah.
Doing that. I look at my calendar. Okay lah, nothing on. Okay lah, jom.
And people who now own these cars, who put your car in Langkawi, you don't need to buy full insurance, right?
Oh, yes.
Because of, if you guys are aware, we are helping this company, Pacific and Orient, to promote to you all pro mileage, all right? Because if you don't drive your car that much, why pay that much, right?
Agreed.
So this is Shankar. So
hi guys.
We became really good friends when he decided to use enduro as his honeymoon. He just got married and then he joined us for last year's enduro, and then we all became really good friends with him, your wife, you know.
Yeah.
And he renewed his. Okay, you guys would have seen him. Okay, we turn right here. Oh, careful. What? All these supercar owners
Don't know how to drive one. Yeah.
Anyway, you would have seen him in Bing's video where he got poisoned with drop tops. Now my job is to poison him. Drop tops with sound, with proper sound. That's one of it, right? Okay, you can make a right turn here, so you get a longer way back.
Yes.
Anyway, so tell me about the car that you renewed pro mileage with.
Okay, so I drive a 2005
Yeah.
Subaru Impreza WRX STI.
Okay.
And,
That car is in the ISM list. No, right? So then how do you buy it?
okay, so actually it's actually very convenient. So I tried doing it online.
Yeah.
online, it didn't really work. It gave me a message and it just says, oh, just call up the customer service number. So
because okay, I need to explain this first before he move on. Every insurance company is using the services of of ISM. All right, right?
Yeah,
ISM.
yeah. You talking to me?
Yeah. Every insurance company needs to use the services of ISM to keep the database of all cars, but these guys is running a monopolized business. Hence, whatever your Subaru Impreza WRX or STI or S402 or S204, to them is just Impreza.
Correct.
Yeah. So
no, they're correct. They just label it as a Subaru Impreza WRX.
Okay.
And then they say your value is like 30k or whatever.
yeah. But yours is a STI.
Correct.
S.
No, so mine's not an S204, so it's a
Okay.
STI. Yeah.
Okay. But yours is the Buckeye generation, right?
Mine is actually it's called the version 9, which is the Hawkeye.
Version 9.
Yeah.
Not version 7.
No, so the 7, 8, 9. So the
7 is the Buckeye.
7 is the
Buckeye.
Yeah, correct. Buckeye.
8 is the.
And then 8 is the Blob Eye.
Okay.
9 is
Okay, 9 is the nice one.
Hawk Eye.
The one I like.
No, but again, it all is different preferences.
Yeah.
So
But
Calvin,
9
you know him, so he
Yeah.
drives the Blob Eye.
Yeah.
And he loves that.
Yeah.
But different people have. Oh, that's an auto. Aiyo.
Press D, then you're back to auto. So after that you cannot use the online panel to the software that they use, right?
Yeah.
To find your car. What do you do?
So actually very convenient. Just give a call to the 1-800 whatever number.
1-800-882121.
Okay. You've got better memory than I do.
You call the
So
number.
just call up. Just say that okay, hey, I want to get pro mileage.
Yep.
It's not available on the system. So how do I do it?
MR2. Okay, anyway, continue. Sorry, car guy thing. Okay, and then then you call the guy.
Yeah, so just call up the
Yep.
insurance company, and then I just say, oh, hey, this is my details.
Yep.
I want to get a quotation, and actually they're very responsive. So I don't actually have much faith in a lot of customer
Call
service
center and
for
all that,
call
right?
centers, right?
Yep.
But this one was actually quite fast.
Yep.
Within a couple of minutes, and
Do they require you to send over your registration
yeah. So
card?
eventually I had to send.
How? You take a picture?
Yeah, I just
Go
took
straight.
I just took a picture
Yep.
and I
Send over?
You can WhatsApp to them.
Yep.
Or you can email to them.
Yep.
But for me, because the girl had already emailed me,
Yep.
because I asked for a few things,
Yep.
it was just emailing her back.
Yep.
And the only thing is you need to take a picture of your odometer, which
Yep.
shows your mileage, which
Yep.
to me is fine because I'm not
Oh.
worried, I don't care. Because mine is the 5,000 km plan.
Yep.
I'm going down
Go
here,
straight,
right?
go
Oh,
straight. So, and then how much? So you got the 40% saving.
Yeah, so I have previously been. Do I need to say the name of who I've been with, or do I don't say? So I've been with Insurance
Okay.
K,
Uh-huh.
and so I've been using them for the last 3 years of my ownership. I also got a quotation from them as well, which was 2,500 ringgit, including all the riders, everything. Because I'm Kiasu Kiasi.
Turn right.
Yeah, so I take like your flirt lah, your
So,
this lah, your this lah.
by right, it should have been how much?
So K insurance company, you all
Yep.
can figure out who it is.
Yep.
2.5k
Okay.
for my car,
Yep.
which is actually considered damn high.
Yeah.
And-
That is your current quote. We go
Current-
in because we bring Bing up.
Oh, okay, sure.
Ah.
That is that's the new quote for this year.
Hey, sorry. Wait, hello. Oh my God! Poor thing. Okay. Bye bye. Yes, darling. Yes. Okay. Oh, you helped the make up. Okay. Okay. Bye. We go with the resident one. I asked him to open for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ravi, tolong buka dulu.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go. go to my parking first?
The same area, right?
Okay, yeah. So sorry guys, the 2005 that you mentioned was for this year or last year?
This year, the
This
coming
year.
year, coming started in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, which means you already got a code.
No, so I got a code.
Supposed
So
to
I
be
just
2005.
basically it's a renewal notice, right? So I just called out my agent because I use the agent.
Yep.
And I just said, hey, you know,
Okay, turn right here.
so I just said, hey, you know, what's my what's my renewal?
Yeah.
I want agreed mileage.
Let me go up. So,
Okay, so I want agreed mileage.
Yeah.
What's my code?
Yeah.
And so he came back everything. Managed to get me agreed mileage.
Yeah.
But the trade-off was
Agreed value, right?
agreed value.
Yeah.
Value.
Yeah.
So I got agreed value for 50k, which is actually way lower than market value, but
Yep.
that's just how the insurance companies work because of this
Yep.
ISM issue
Yep.
again, this
Yep.
bullshit again.
Yep.
So 50k,
Yep.
then with all your flirt, all that stuff, was 2,500 ringgit. Okay? And then
Here, left.
and then the alternative was pro mileage because I saw your ads and I saw your
Yep.
video about it.
Yep.
And
Okay.
and it was one. So this higher agreed value.
Yep.
Okay, let me
How do
put this
I
in
on
arc
this?
first.
Okay, I know this. Okay. Okay.
Okay, it's in arc.
Then?
So it's in so what's that about? I forgot what I was talking about. It's a distraction.
You say you saw my video.
So I saw a video. So dude, chun because my insurance renewal was actually like 1 week later.
Okay.
So I immediately called up. I went online. Couldn't do it online, so I immediately actually called up. So they actually mentioned in the phone call. They said, "Oh, some of the more, I wouldn't say exotic, but the more not so common cars."
The Evo endurable cars.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
So more of these cars which have too many variations.
Yep.
It's not in the system, so
Okay.
not by their fault. It's just actually same issue which I had also with insurance K in my first year of renewal. So my first year of getting insurance, so I had to fight for the exact name because they gave me a wrong name and wrong categorization. So long story short, with pro mileage was higher agreed value, 58,000 versus 50k from K, and 5,000 mileage because it's a weekend car, so I only drive it during weekends.
Yep,
Ganti,
yep,
Toge,
yep,
you know, all that
yep,
stuff.
yep.
Was 1,500.
So you save 1,000 ringgit, and then your agreed value is higher,
Yes.
and it is for a car that you seldom drive.
No, because to me it makes perfect sense, right? It's not my daily driver, so I only
Yep,
use it on
yep.
weekends. I only use it on random nights when I want
Yep.
to go hang out with my boys and all that. So to me, it's a no-brainer, lah, right? You know, because it's 5,000 km of. Most people for weekend cars you use only that kind of mileage.
Yes.
You won't even go more. And
Yes. But okay, just to let you know, you get the five because you really use less, right?
Yep.
5,000 km, right? But in the event that you join Enduro, right?
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
I think the agent also told you that, right? You can top up.
Yep.
You can top up to the next bracket,
Yep.
and you can also top up to the next bracket.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, if
It's
you
still gonna
drive
be
a
way
lot,
cheaper, yeah.
if you drive a lot, you will end up with 10% cheaper than what you would have paid.
Yeah.
So the thing is a lot of people, right? Let's say your 2-liter turbo BMW or whatever, right? Your road tax is no issue.
I'm just trying to distract you.
Oh, that's big. Your road tax is 380 ringgit
Yeah.
for the 2-liter turbos and all that. But your insurance may be 2,500 or 3,000 ringgit or 4,000 ringgit, and it's a one-off payment. And it's a one-off
That's
payment.
how you wink at a girl,
Right?
you know, when you're driving a sports car.
Then you have to, and then what?
You got distracted, right?
Yeah, the insurance is like 3,000-4,000 ringgit, right? And then it's a one-off payment.
Yeah.
But if you take up pro mileage, right?
Actually, you're right.
You can pay as you drive in a
Yep,
way.
yep,
So
yep.
in essence, a year you get 3 installment payments.
Yep.
In
Yep,
a way,
yep,
if you look
yep.
at it.
Correct.
So there's no lose. There's no lose here.
Yep.
So
Actually, if you think about it on a cash flow perspective, I mean, all business owners right now are looking
Yeah.
at cash flow conservation in this period for COVID-19, right?
Yep.
You know, and I think if you think about it correct in that perspective, yeah, I just do 5,000 now, pay whatever I have to pay. When it comes to 5,000 mileage, I want to top up lah. So actually, it's a damn good plan.
And the funny thing
Yeah.
is, when I first did this, right, my parents, they all like, oh, P&O, we know. My generation, what's this?
Yeah.
And then they
same.
search, they went Google and search, and then they tell me, hey Bobby, the Google review 3 point something only lah. Then I was like, wow, really ah? Then I go and check Takafu lah, I check Allianz lah. Allianz even lower, like 3.1. Then I was like, wow, why all insurance company 3 point something review? Then only I think about it. Che, those who don't get their claims, like you, if you don't get your claim,
of course you
will make noise, right?
Yeah,
If,
of course,
yeah. So if you go and take your Subaru to the palm oil fields and go and do rally, right? And then after your car damage, you tow it out to the tarmac, but people check, hey, why so much mud?
Why got
down
mud?
there?
I don't know.
How would I know? Right. Anyway, guys, this is Shankar.
Sorry, I'm obviously distracted, but.
Okay, I know. It's alright to caress an Aston.
Yeah.
So guys, he took up Pro Mileage, and this is his words, and I guess you're happy. You saved 1,000.
1,000 is a big difference. See, I expected the difference only to be about a couple of hundred, and I think actually for most people, see, the thing is, insurance is actually a commodity.
Yeah.
You don't really care whatever, as long as you know the got. So okay, the questions I ask. Okay, I drive a STI lah, okay? Sometimes it might have temper as well, right? So, the one thing I ask question is, what is the towing service? Is it 24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, 24 hours, okay, done.
It's 24 hours.
Yes,
Okay.
yes it is. Second thing I ask is, what's the distance for towing? And is it I can tow for anything?
Yeah.
Okay, so, good thing is 24 hours. Good thing is, yes, you have about 270 km towing distance, which is free.
Free.
Okay, so technically, so I live in KL, right, obviously. So I can be in even, say lah, randomly, touchwood, Penang, and still tow it back for free. Which is actually what the whole idea is. Penang maybe not.
Cannot lah.
Ipoh, Taiping.
Taiping
Yeah,
maybe,
so
yeah,
Ipoh, Taiping. No, but see, what you want is just that vicinity of coverage that you know is safe. So you don't mind driving it.
Yeah.
So to me, I think it's bloody brilliant.
Brilliant. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
So
Thanks
guys,
for sharing.
that's Shankar. He is out of the many, that at least one within that, hey, oh, you got, and he's willing to willing to let me interview him, and this is just coincidence. Don't all of you come and PM me and say, Bobby, please interview me, Bobby, please interview me. Maybe. Right?
Yeah.
So
and no, I did not buy the Aston Martin. I wish though I did, but
if you did, you Pro Mileage it, huh?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Ciao, bye.
Anyway, hi guys. Today I have, okay, you all can see it's a Vantage. You all have already watched countless videos of the Vantage online, right? And this one is with the V8 engine. And look at the engine layout, very familiar, because the two turbochargers there, the placement of this engine, the intakes that goes out here. I don't need to talk about that nonsense anymore. We all know where the engine is from. It's from Pagani! No lah, huh? Okay. So Pagani uses Mercedes AMG engines, and Aston Martin's downside strategy of going a turbocharged V8, they picked the best 4-litre V8 turbocharged engines out there. Alright, of course this is with their partnership with Mercedes-Benz. We all know about all this already, and we also know that this partnership is ending soon. Doesn't matter. This is still one of the, if not most. Okay, I have the RS6, right? 4-litre V8 twin turbo. Right? We all know BMW has the 4.4 V8 twin turbo, and this one, the Mercedes 4-litre V8 twin turbo. But I have to tell you, the best out of the lot is still Mercedes, the 4-litre V8 twin turbo. It is a more superior engine than my RS6 4-litre twin turbo. I'll tell you why. This engine is so flexible in its application. It can be 1000 Newton meters of torque. It can be 580 Newton meters of torque. It can be an engine that is focused on horsepower, basically pulling horsepower with revs in the AMG GT, or pulling horsepower with torque in the S63 AMG, right? It's a crazy engine. Anyway, the point of today's video is not to talk about or an introduction video of the Aston Martin Vantage. We all know this is the new generation Vantage. It now has a 4-litre V8 twin turbo. It is good looking, even though traditional purists, alright, I am a member of multiple Aston Martin forums. The purists from the VH generation cars, right, the generation of Virage, of Vantage, of Rapids, of DB9s, of Vanquish, they do not like the Vantage, right? They felt it is a bit too feminine. They felt the front is a little bit Ford-ish or whatsoever. But come to think of it, the problem with the VH generation that has plagued Aston Martin is that you have one interior, alright? You have one interior for the Rapide, exact same interior for the Rapide, the DB9, the Vanquish, the Virage and the Vantage. You have the exact same seating position, the same pedal placement for all 5 cars. You have the same, basically the buttons, the seats and all that, everything is the same. Why? Because Aston Martin was poor back then. But Andy Palmer brought Aston Martin listed. They have additional fundings. And it is never good for a car company to have the smaller ones looking exactly the same as the bigger boys, as per what it was. Vantage, Vanquish, Virage, they're all the same. But this is so different from the DBS Superleggera, right? Totally different front, totally different back design, the profile is different. Of course, interior design, there is a bit of a similarity there because of the application of Mercedes-Benz technology. You see, it doesn't make sense for Aston Martin to spend umpteen amounts of millions to develop their own interface, UI and all that, right? Just to cater to how many cars a year? 5,000? 7,000? It doesn't make sense, right? So I know this one can't be compared to like a BMW iDrive or whatever, but if you have experienced this, the old one, let me tell you, this is God's sent. Alright, this infotainment system is modern, it is totally usable, it makes sense, is logical compared to this. So we all know that Andy Palmer is fired, and Aston Martin has a bright road ahead, even though the share prices have fallen. The share prices dropped because of all kinds of issues. You have Brexit, you have the uncertainty, you have COVID, you have blah 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 blah, all that stuff, right? But the Canadian investor is in, and he's going to give a new lease of life to the company. And today what I want to explore is just to give you, as an owner, right, just to give you a look at how and why they have made the transition and what makes sense, what doesn't. Alright, we all love the old looks, but you know for a fact that even though you may be banging your keyboard online saying that Aston Martin should have, you yourself would not buy one if they continue to sell this because it's too old, right? It has been there for far too long. Even this, by opening this door, you would have immediately felt they have had some extra thoughts. You see, I don't even need to use any strength, right? And the door is open. This one carries with it the old sensation of what luxury is, which is heft. A lot of heft. This door is heavy, even though it's supported by struts. It is heavy. Alright, and look at this part, the sharp edges. I don't know how many knees have kicked into this, and you know. Whereas you look at the newer ones, right? It's more rounded, right? So even you look at the window edges, look at that. Of course, this is double glazed because this is supposed to be a luxury GT. This one is supposed to be a sports car. Alright, and then you'll be asking, Bobby, actually what's up with DBs? What's up with Vantages and all that? Put it this way, when David Brown invested into the company back then, he wanted cars that are more comfortable, more usable daily. So DB series, the DB9s, the DB11s, they are actually the GT range, the more comfortable range. Those cars with the V, the Vantage, the Vanquish, those are the sports series. But of course, this one has been diluted when they launched the DBS version of the DB9, because suddenly the DB9, which is supposed to be a comfortable GT car, has a DBS, which is a sports version. James Bond debuted it, right? And then all of a sudden now you have a bit of both sides, right? You have the DB11, and then you have the DBS Superleggera, and then you have the Vantage over here, and then we heard that the new Vanquish will be a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, supercar kind of hybridization thingamajinga, and then you have the Valhalla and all that. Alright? So, today I want to just quickly point out the things that they retain, okay? The door handles is still the same, but they hid the keyholes over here. Whereas, you look at the old one, the keyholes are right next to it, alright, like Ferraris. And then what else have they made? Just now I was riding in this car, the leathers are so plush, alright, and the design is more organic now. The designs are more expressive, less shy of what it is when compared to this. This still carries out the design language of a briefcase, right? Everything is straight, quiet, not showy, you know, trying to be understated while you're naked, which is impossible because Aston Martin has a sexy body line, right? So you can't be too understated, but then the interior decides to go on a more traditional. No, I shouldn't use traditional. It's not traditional, but the interior is just reserved. They are very, very reserved, right? Everything is what it is. They try to focus on aligning the buttons than letting it be functional or user-friendly, right? And overall, if you are used to this, you won't get used to this because there is a hell lot more buttons. But the buttons are big, at least they are finger size instead of fingernail size in these old ones. Alright, but of course there are still people who prefer the old styling, but accept it. Time has changed, right? You need to update. Now, in the new ones, you need to reduce weight because back then, all these British cars, they don't really care about weight because to them, weight, I'll just counter that with engine. So this one has a V12 6-litre, huge engine, whereas now engines are smaller and you need to save weight. And in order to save weight, there is a more liberal use of plastics. All this. There is a lot more liberal use of plastics, even the buttons. This one I wouldn't say is for space saving, but it's just straight up cost saving. If you are a traditional Aston Martin owner, you wouldn't like pressing some of the buttons in this car. But buttons is not what Astons are famous for, right? It's the panache, it's the build, the leather, the stitching. Alright, and these qualities, I'm very happy to report, remains, right? Remains there. And in terms of styling, these large diffusers, who calls people using Facebook? Let me see. What is that? Oh, okay, wait. Hello? Hello? Yes, hi. I'm okay. I'm actually in the middle of shooting a video. You want me to call you back? Can you message me your number? Can you message me your number on Facebook? I'll call you back. Sorry sorry. Thank you. Bye bye. Someone called me on Facebook. Okay. Another difference that I noticed. This is how they were, right? Clean rear end designs. The exhaust pipes just coming out from an opening on the boot, and that's about it, right? And you look at the new ones, there is a ginormous diffuser, kind of look-alike thingy, and then with the exhaust coming out. So this, I mean, you have no choice, because people now who buy all these cars, they like this type of designs. To them, this is too quiet, too understated, right? Even the BMW 850i would have a more aggressive tail end than this. So people like these kind of styling now. Personally, for a track car, I'm fine, right? For a Ferrari, I'm fine. For an Aston, I need time. I need time to digest this. But it's not just all show, because the diffusers do serve their purpose, all right? And the paint ends here. These type of materials presumably withstand heat better, I guess. There's no choice. Alright, now this one, exact same kind of styling as the DBX, the tail light that goes up that way. It's supposed to be a nice design, but all of a sudden in year 2019, 2020, every single car maker is turning their rear tail lamps into unibrows. So I think this is one of the better ones. There's a reason why there is a kink up there. Alright, at least there's a reason. So yeah, let me show you the bonnet, shall we? Oops. Alright. Okay. Oh, another thing I want to point out. You look at the badge. Alright? And look at the badge, the Aston badge on the bonnet. Oh, this is too far high. Oh, it's here. Alright? These badges are made in a jewelry in London, right? Those badges are an actual jewelry item. So they are not paint. It's not done using paint. It is actually an enamel. So what is an enamel? It is actually glass, colored glass. So this whole thing is a bronze plate, right? And then you look at the silver lines that runs through. They are actually little, should I use chambers? Basically, if they didn't put in the white color and the green color, you could have holes of water with all these little openings. Alright, basically there's a deep dish there. So what they do is that a person will carefully use enamel or enamel, how do I pronounce it? E-N-A-M-E-L, right? It's actually melted glass to apply on top and let the glass cool down so that it forms this color. So this color will never ever degrade. Alright, so it is a jewelry in itself, right? So yep, the old school 6-liter V12 is of course slower than the new generation 4-liter V8 twin turbo. But there's one thing that new generation engines can't match with old ones, is how they look, right? The intake plenum has been replaced with all this plastic, rubber hoses, pipings and all that, versus what is instead a die cast or ceramic, certain cars, alright? And they look beautiful, right? So yep, that's the Vantage. Come inside here, this beautiful leather. Now in terms of interior design, I'm not sure if some would find that this looks a bit Transformer-ish or a bit busy. I find it looks a bit busy, too busy in fact. Too many things going on around here. This looks like an eye, this looks like a mouth, you know. So I'm not sure with that. And the aircon vents that are plastic, also, they feel very light. And yes, it's easy to move compared to the old ones, but I just find that there is a bit of a too liberal use of plastics over here. And I know these buttons are big because in the winter when you wear gloves, you want to be able to press them easily, right? And everything is so within reach. Although at first you will feel that, wow, there's so many buttons, but 1 week down the road of owning the car, I don't think there's any issue after that in using the car at all. Alright, so yep, here's the two-seater Vantage. Yeah, and it's your small sports cars that you can, oh, they have that as well. Traditional, huh? The little magnet that catches it. And then you can put your luggages, your golf bags, and go on a weekend drive. You can go Mae Hong Son with us, Evo Enduro with this, no problem at all. So, is this a good replacement to a 911? I would say it is. I mean, there are so many 911s out there. Yes, in one way, there are no replacement for 911. In another way, if you think about it, there are so many cars out there that gives you more for what is the price of a 911, right? And it's special. You drive this out. Of course, don't spec it in gloss black, right? You drive this out, it's easily way more eye-catchy. Oh, that's a huge clamshell bonnet, man. Come to think about it, the entire front end is this bonnet. Just imagine wrapping PPF with this, right? Yep. Good looking car. And modern technology and all that. And to me, it no longer competes with the old school Aston Martins, but it is a competition to the 911, a proper one this round. Alright? And this, let it lay in history, even though I still really like the design of these older generation Aston Martins. Okay? That's my first time throwing my bonnet because I'm one-handed. Yep. New generation design. Old ones, even though it's not directly the replacement. Of course, if I have a Vantage, that would be cool. But then there's so many new elements here. Look at this. This is something new. I don't even know what's the material of this, as opposed to the old method of having a grille, metal and all that. And then you look at the bottom grille here. You have the iconic Aston Martin shape, but then it's almost half because the Aston Martin grille, that's the start, and there's another bottom that tapers in, right? This one doesn't, right? They only mimic this part. This one, see, this first kink, second, is actually this part. It's actually this part. First, second, but then it's halfway, and then enlarge. That's the design cue of the new grille. Alright, so yeah guys, I've driven the car. I'll put the link in the video. What do you think? Are you a new age Aston Martin guy or an old school Aston Martin guy? Alright, I think we have to embrace the new generation stuff, huh? No choice. Okay, there we go. Cheers guys.